Hi there, my name is Andy Mechanic and welcome to my Andy Mechanic YouTube channel. Now on the hoist we've got here today is my 2006 KTM 640 Lc4, the last of the carburetted supermotors from KTM. It's an awesome machine. I've had it a long time and I've actually got two of them. There's another up in the garage which is now just for parts. And since I did the ride down in the South Island the other week on my WR450F, I'm back into biking again. And it's time now to do an oil change on this wonderful machine. Now, Harley has just come down again to give me a hand. Morning, Harley.
Hi, how's it going?
I'm going fine. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good stuff. Okay, I can see you've bought some overalls. It's well done. Right, so we're going to run through the procedure, the correct procedure as per the KTM workshop manual on how to do an oil change on one of these machines. Now, this engine has been used in many of the models of the 640 over the years, so the oil change procedure is most likely going to be similar for other models too. But all I can say is this procedure is definitely the right one for this year, 2006, of the KTM 640 LC4 model. So, without further ado, what we need to do first of all is undo the two drain bungs that are under the sump and get the old engine oil drained out. But before we can do that, we need to warm that engine up so that the oil runs out nice and freely and brings with it all the dirt and bits of metal and stuff that are no doubt hiding inside that engine. Without further ado, Harley is going to give me a hand. She's going to pass me all the various tools and bits and pieces, and who knows, we might even be able to get her a bit dirty later on too. Okay, Harley, we're going to start the bike, so he's turned the ignition key on, which is just up there. Look. Can you reach it? Yeah. No, that's right. Cool. Okay, ignition's on, and we need a bit of choke, I think. A bit of choke on, and then, when you're ready, can you press the button, the lowest button for it?
That one?
Yep.
Okay, don't me press it?
Do it. Okay, so we need the drip tray. I'm going to grab that and chuck it underneath. And then, now don't burn yourself, because now the exhaust is going to be, you can hear it all tinkling away. It's very hot. And this is why we wear overalls in the workshop, you
My bad.
think. Terrible, you're in so much trouble. Okay, so it looks like a 13 and a 19 to do those. So, your tool girl, you've got to get the tools. Can you find me a 13mm socket?
Okay.
Alright, so over here, I think we need some more training on tools, don't we?
Definitely.
Okay, so what have we got? Right, all your numbers are down here.
Okay.
You've got your gloves on, so oil is not a problem. We need a 13, which I think,
This one?
yeah, they're a bit out of sync, aren't they? Yes, it's the one to the right, so that one there. Does it say 13 on it? Should say 13 on there somewhere.
14, whoops.
Oh, damn.
Here we
We're
go.
useless, aren't we? And we need a 19, I think, as well, so that one at the end.
Perfect.
And we're going to need the ratchet,
Mm-hmm.
and we're going to need the extension bar.
Okay.
Cool, right. Okay, so we'll start off I think with the 13. Cheers. Right, so you just press that little button there, look, and it goes on all the way.
Okay, so.
And it's in the lefty loosey. That's cool. Right then. Okay, so let's get this one cracked off. There we go. Man, these threads don't feel too good. Poor bike. Got a hard life. Okay. There we go. Ooh, lovely. Fantastic. Right, need a rag.
How often do you need to do these oil changes?
More often than I do them.
Okay.
KTM say every 5,000 Ks,
Mm-hmm.
but I try to do them about every 2,000. And in actual fact, what's coming out is still, can you see it's still quite red?
Yeah.
That's a good sign. When the oil loses its pigment, it's usually been there, but usually a little bit too long. So we're doing all right. The problem with these bikes is they don't have pressure-fed main bearings. You'll know all about that, won't you? And unfortunately, if you let the oil run a bit low or use the wrong oil, as I have found out, they actually, the bearings on the crankshaft fail, and then you've got a whole big engine rebuild to do.
Okay.
Yes. Obviously torqued way beyond spec, no doubt. Now there should be a filter in this one, I think. A little gauze filter, if I remember rightly. There we go. What we've got here is the oil gauze at the bottom of the crankcase, and it's really important that you inspect that. Can you see any fragments of metal and stuff in there? Those look pretty clean.
Looks pretty clean to me.
My eyesight's crap. Okay.
Getting a bit old there, Andy.
Right. And on this one, on the smaller one, this piece is actually magnetic. So again, it should be, if it's all furry and covered in bits of iron filings and stuff, then you sort of know it's a good time to sell the bike, because those bits of metal used to be your engine. It's not good. But this one, amazingly enough, is squeaky clean. So that's good. That can go straight back in again. Obviously, you're going to want on that one a new copper washer, which I don't have to do, unfortunately. But that one there, it looks like it's a conical seal, so that's all good. Right, what's the next step? Let's have a look in the manual. I haven't done this for ages, and I can't remember. So, we have undone plugs 13 and 14, and the big one is 13, the 19mm socket size, and the little magnetic one is, they call number 14, and that was a 13mm socket size. Okay, now done that. Now we've got to remove the external oil filter, and there's a plastic shield which has got 3 bolts, and they're all 8mm socket size. So let's do that next, and then we'll spin off that cartridge filter. And I think there's a little tiny air bleed valve we've got to undo as well. Let's have a look. Okay, so this plastic cover here, behind it is the oil filter, the external oil filter, and there's 3 M6 bolts, each with an 8mm head. And Harley's going to pull that off for us, then I'll get the tool to take that filter off. Alright, and do you remember which way to turn them?
Yeah, I think so.
What was it? Lefty?
Lefty, loosey, righty, tighty.
Perfect, right, so off you go, then you can do that one.
Wait, this one's not finished.
Oh, hang on. Long moments again.
Oh, jokes. Okay, so...
Yeah, it doesn't matter which one first. It is pretty oily, but you've got your gloves on, so you're right. It shouldn't be too tight. And I'll get you a little tool tray to put all the bolts in, look.
Cool.
That's cool. So there you go. So there, that's it. You've got use both hands. Yeah, steady it with that hand, and then move this hand to the end of the ratchet so you've got more leverage. Right. So hang on. So on there like that. Put that hand on there, and we're going to push down. There you go. You got it. All right. And it's because it's a ratchet. If you use that hand to hold the socket on.
Yeah.
So your left hand on there, actually on the socket, and then this will just ratchet, so you can just keep it coming back.
I see.
You are a genius. That's fantastic.
Well, that's a lot easier.
It's a lot easier. Somebody made a special ratchet for doing that.
Cool. Do we do the other one?
Yeah, 2 more to go.
Okay.
Can you manage?
Yeah, this one just isn't turning. Oh wait, I'm doing it the wrong way.
That's it. So push down on there again.
Oh yeah.
There you go. You
Sweet.
got that. Maybe I'll get you a different extension of that, because that one's a bit of a wobbly one.
Okay.
I'll just pull that off there for you. Yeah, I'll try that one a bit more located. A bit easier, isn't it? It doesn't wobble around quite so much.
Yeah, that's way better.
You're going to find oil all over yourself by the time you're in the shower. Oh, I've got oily elbows. Yeah.
It's all good.
Beats your photo shoots, though, doesn't it?
This is a lot more fun.
Right, shall I finish off? Get the last one.
You did that so fast.
Oh, time is money for me. Customers don't like paying big bills. Okay, now on these filters, they've got basically pressed into the steel like a little indent. So if you've got the right tool, you can use it like a socket to get that cartridge off. If you haven't, good luck, because it's really tight on the actual chassis rails. So there's two ways of doing this. You can either use one of these, like a band clamp, and that will crack it off, hopefully. There we go, look. Cool. Or you can actually use one of these, and this will actually clip over the end of that and grip onto the filter, which is pretty cool. These are a bit more versatile, but they're not quite as good. Okay, right, we're going to lose some more oil now, so have a shuffle around, get our drip tray underneath.
Do you want me to go on that?
Here we go. Nah, you're right from there. It's really oily. Is that rag behind you?
Yeah.
Definitely rag time, I think. See, mechanics get all the best jobs.
All the dirtiest jobs.
Oh, tell me about it. Diesel engines are the worst.
Mm.
Yeah, diesel engine oil's really, if it gets on your skin, man, you can't get it out. It takes weeks to come out.
Did you see that thing on YouTube where that guy like pretty much dived into a thing of like oil and he like
No.
and he had a ciggy as well in his mouth and everything and he was just stained and everyone's just like, oh my god, you retard.
Dear.
Yeah.
Was it old oil as well? Was it new oil?
Yeah, it was like old oil, like an old pool of oil.
Man, that's, oil can cause cancer.
Yeah, exactly, and like how freaking retarded.
That is just mental, isn't it? Ta-da. There's a bleed screw that sits up here, because on these KTMs they've got oil in the frame, so you've got to drain all that out as well. Right, so just down there, look, you can see that's the drain screw that we've got to undo, and that's going to drain the oil out of the frame. Now you also should be undoing the filler bolt at the top of the frame as well to let the air in, so then the oil comes out nice and quickly. It's a 4mm Allen socket you need for this. Hopefully it's not going to strip. There we go. To get a new one of those. Whoa, that's tight on the threads all the way out. It's not a good sign, Harley.
No?
Poor bike. Maybe it's time to sell it. It's pretty old. It's 11 years old now.
Oh, sure.
We got more oil. Fantastic. Okay, so can you see up there, look? We've got the big hole and the little hole.
Yeah.
And this one goes in the big hole. That goes back in there. And we can do it by hand a little bit. And I'll do this because you get oil all down your arm otherwise, won't you?
Yeah.
Then you'll be telling me off. Right. Mind you, you can't be a mechanic if you're not going to get oily.
I can be like a pretty mechanic.
Oh, is there a category?
Yeah, there actually.
Or are you going to make a new one, a new category?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Torque wrench. Okay, so whenever you finish using a torque wrench, it should always be back at 0. Really important. And we want 30 Newton meters for that large bone. So we're going to turn this round, turn the handle, and it's a top scale. 30. When we've got 30, then we can lock it. So when we're using it, it doesn't change the setting.
Okay, sweet.
Okay. Right, so one torque wrench, and just like the ratchet, you're going to pop it on there, look. I'm getting over now, look. And then you're going to turn it towards me until it clicks.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, there you go. And that's it. You hear that click?
Oh, yeah, sweet.
So back it off again, have another go, just till it clicks. Perfect. And that's it. That's 30 Newton meters.
Oh, sweet.
So we don't over tighten it, you see, because if we over tighten it, we can end up damaging the threads in the engine,
Okay.
and that's really, really bad for motorbikes because you've got to take the whole engine out to fix it. So now we've got the little one. Yeah, I reckon you could thread that one in. All right, see if you can get that one popped in. Righty tighty. So you've got to line it up there, don't forget. So it goes in parallel. Yeah, that's it. And that was now that's quite stiff, I remember. So that one is 13mm socket. Brilliant. One more click. Done. Fantastic. Okay, and don't forget we've got to back this off, haven't we?
Oh yeah, unlock it.
So many people don't do that.
Does it matter?
It goes out of calibration, so it's not really giving you the right readings anymore. Okay, so what's next? We've got the manual. Right, so we've done those. Tighten the screw 16 with 10 Newton meters. Oh, 16. Oh, that's our little bleed screw again. So that's the little one that goes up inside. That's a very delicate little screw, so you can do that.
Okay. Let's do it.
Okay. Now, can you see there's a hole right up there?
Oh yeah.
So you can post it in there, and it's righty tighty. Just bring it. There you go, a bit like that, look there.
Okay.
Otherwise
So it's going like straight into it.
Yeah, otherwise it'll cross thread.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, I'll get you the. It's going to be tight because I remember when it came out, it was quite tight on the threads.
Okay.
So I'll get you a small torque wrench now. You said you teach me mechanics without getting on with it. Okay, so what we've got here is a little baby torque wrench,
Yeah.
and it's got Newton meters again. And this one's a bit of a different scale. It's a bit awkward actually. It's a bit of a pain in the ass. You keep twizzling it around. And you can see we've got 19.8. What was this one? I think it was 10, wasn't it? 10 Newton meters? Yeah, 10. 10. Yeah, that's nothing. It's not tight at all. So there's 9.6 there. You see the line steps down?
Yeah.
9.6. That's on 0. That's 10. Right, so now to lock this one, push that collar up. So that's now set at 10 Newton meters. And look at it, it does fit straight onto that. So there you go. Torque professional.
This will just be like my one job.
Doing all the torques?
Yeah.
I reckon it could be. Oh, no, I think we'll find you more jobs to do. Okay, so let me just, there you are, reposition you behind that bracket, there you go.
Yeah.
And then give it lots of twizzlers. Probably one of the oiliest oil changes we'll ever have to do. Actually. So you're going to bring your Ford Escort down for an oil change sometime?
Back, yeah.
Yeah.
You can have a little geeze at it.
I've even got a creeper board you could use. You know the ones with the wheels?
Oh yeah.
So you can go on, you can put it on axle stands and you can slide underneath on your creeper board.
Sick.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too far off now. It should start to get tight. Well, it's like going to the gym, isn't it?
Why would I need to?
So listen for your click. There you go. Brilliant.
Okay.
Give it a wiggle. Out she comes. Right, what's next? Let's have a look. Got to keep going back to the manual. I just forget. Must be 2 years since there was an oil change on this bike. Right, it's time for some new parts. And on this particular KTM engine, we've got two oil filters. We've got the external spin-on, and we've got the internal filter as well. Now the spin-on filter, the one we've just taken off, is that part number there, look. You could do that. Yeah, look. So somewhere on that filter there should be a part number there, look. So I'm going to show that to camera so that everybody in the world can order the right part number for their bike now.
Yeah.
That's cool. And then the other, while we're at the bench, we'll do the other one as well. And this one, oh man,
Do you want me to do it?
it's got sellotape on it. You're going to need to use a blade, look. Oh, there we are. Without cutting ourselves, because blood in the workshop's really bad. There you go. Try not to do too much blood. What have we got? It's like Christmas. Oh, there we go. Cool. And has that got a part number on it? Oh, there we are on the end. Brilliant. Perfect. Right, so that's both part numbers for both filters. Now we're also going to need to use some oil, so we'll cover that now. And yes, I know it's a KTM, but it's going to get some Yamaha fully synthetic 10W40. This is really expensive, and it's nice oil. It really
How
is.
much is it?
$85 retail. Didn't quite cost me that much though. Yeah, it's actually really expensive. For me, this is really expensive oil because I'm a cheapskate. Okay, right. First job is to spin this filter on, and sometimes they come with a bit of oil on the O-ring, and sometimes they don't. Let's have a look. Yes, pre-greased, so we can spin this straight on. Here we go. Wait, in fact, Harley, you can spin that straight on. Here we go. So that filter goes on those threads just there, look. And it's righty-tighty. How are you getting on?
Good.
Oh, nearly there.
Yeah.
You see, your little fingers can get around between the filter and the frame. My stumps can't do that. Good job. Okay, now
right?
that's perfect. Yeah, and we can use that special tool now to tighten it up. If I can find it. That's that one there, look. So we stick that on the bottom. It should just clip on there. And then we need a 17mm socket, which is that one? Yes. Oh yeah, there you go. Right, so it's nice. There we go. So 17 and extension down. There you go. So if you grab that, I'll go around the other side again. And you tighten it up until it's sort of, it's hard to explain, but sort of finger tight. So it just sort of stops.
Okay, so not super tight.
And then we'll give it half a turn. You reckon that's tight enough?
Yeah.
Have a look. A bit more yet. Give it another tug. Perfect. That'll do just fine. Okay, and we can wiggle that off somehow. Then we're going to get that off there. Sorry, team tools. I'm always in trouble for using everything but a hammer for a hammer. Okay, so that's the external filter done. We've still got the internal filter to do.
Okay.
And that's really almost as messy. Yeah. Okay, more oil. Right, it's on your side, so we're all good.
Thanks.
So first job, we've got to remove this plastic cover, and that's two 8mm bolts. You're going to pull those two out. I'll hold the brake down for you.
Thank you.
That's it. If you put one of your hands on the actual thing, it won't twist back. Well, it shouldn't do. There you go. And once you've cracked them off, you can get rid of the ratchets. If you crack the next one off up there, look. Okay, and then if you want to take it off, and then you can press that button and take this piece off, and just use that like a screwdriver, and just spin them out. Or other way, lefty loosey.
Stop tightening it again.
Must admit, you're getting a lot more involved than I thought you would. This is really cool.
I'm a hands-on kind of girl.
I feel like... Don't start, come on. I'll be getting complaints.
Let's keep it PG.
Kids watch these videos as well, you know.
Okay.
There's all these
Screws are out.
twisted mechanics in the industry in the next 20 years. Right, so we get rid of that. That's all done. And it's very oily. Look at all that. Chain oil. Get rid of that. Okay, now comes the fun. Right, I'm just going to remove that brake lever just to give us some more room to get in, because it's a bit of a pain, to be honest. Okay. Do you reckon you can get in? Probably that one's your easiest. That's your second easy. Now this one here, just try it on there first, because it might get in the way of those unions. It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh man. Okay, so we'll take these two pipes off here first, and that's going to be a 10mm by the looks of it. So 10mm spanner. So we'll get rid of that for a minute. And it wants to go on there, and you're going to pull it upwards. My students are going to have such a laugh watching you do this, you know.
Do you have any girls in your class?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Right, careful. Right, because if you slip, you're going to crush your finger on there. So I'll show you a little trick. Come around. So at the moment it's really tight, so if you use the palm of your hand, you can just give it a tap, and now it's freed it off. So you can work those all the way out, and there'll be a big long bolt comes out, and there's going to be 3 copper washers, one here, and one here. We don't want to lose any of those.
Okay.
Must pick cleaner bikes to work on. Now, if I get you a 10mm socket, you might be able to just spin it off with your fingers.
Okay.
See if that sticks on there, look. Yeah, so you can turn that with your fingers now. Oh look, more oil.
Yay.
Cool. Right, there's one. That's cool. We've got one washer.
Oh, yep.
There's another one, and there should be one more, which is on the end there, look. So it's 3 of those. If you pop those into that little tray down there, we won't lose those then. And now we can get rid of these pipes because they're a pain. Stick those up there, look, out of the way. And now, here's the prize. We need that off, that cover. And it's 3, you can get to the bolts a lot easier now, so it's...
Can I just use the spinner?
No, you won't get in with that. So you'll have to use your ratchet, look.
Okay.
There you go.
You're gonna just be like pooping on my ass the whole time.
Yeah, pretty much. You'd be very impressed. Okay, so same again. Once you've cracked them off,
Yeah.
if you crack off all 3, so have you done the other 2?
No.
Yeah, if you crack those off, and then you can get rid of the ratchet and just use the bar, just use the extension bar for spinning them out. Bam, that's
Is that
right.
enough?
Yep, that's fine. Yeah, as soon as they go loose, then you can stop. Brilliant. So grab your ratchet, press your button, and then you can take that bit off, and then we're going to use that bit to spin them off. Lefty loose.
Why do I always forget? I need to like tattoo it on my forehead.
Good stuff. You're a natural, you know that.
Aw, thanks. It's probably the inner boy coming out of me.
You'll be able to show some of the... I heard that. You'll be able to show some of these clips to your photo shoots and stuff. And they'll be like, what the hell?
Be like, I'm more than just a model.
Yeah. Well, they often look for models that are prepared to muck in and get on with stuff and not be too much of a diva,
Yeah.
you know? Because there's plenty of those out there.
I shall meet them.
Cool, I think you're there.
Cool.
Super. Right, now this cover can come off, and with it comes more oil and that little filter there, look. Okay, so Harley has extracted the internal oil filter, and before we go any further, it's really important that you actually look in between each of these sort of little convolutes, these little corrugations, for any kind of, you won't see on the camera, but any kind of metal fragments and stuff, because again, that's part of your engine that shouldn't be in there. So can you see any in there? Or does it look pretty clean?
Looks pretty clean to me.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon that's a pass. So before we fit the new filter, we need to make sure we've got the right part number, because if you fit one that's too short, and there's quite a few different ones out there, the oil's going to bypass the seal, and this filter's going to do diddly shit, basically. Okay, so those are the 2 part numbers, and yes, they match. Snap. Okay, same length, same diameter, same everything. We have the right one. Well done, KTM. Thank you for that. It's not always it doesn't always happen, you see.
Yeah.
What were you doing to the camera then? Were you smiling again?
Nothing.
No,
Just,
okay. Jeez. Such a different video, isn't it? Okay, right. Now, we've got to get that... I've got a gasket surface to clean up. Let's go do that next. Okay, so before we fit the new filter into the engine housing, we've got to give that a bit of a clean. So we'll find a rag, give it a clean out, make sure the gasket surface, which looks fantastic, is clean, and then we can bolt it all back up with the new filter. Oops, sorry, camera. This is where you need really long fingers, he said.
salad fingers.
Well, long fingers are quite useful.
Oh. Have you ever seen that thing on YouTube with the guy with salad fingers and he's like all creepy as?
Oh yeah,
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 that's what I'm
yeah,
talking
yeah, yeah. Oh man, yeah, that is creepy. I can't concentrate now. And we'll just give that gasket surface nice clean. And of course we'll check the old gasket as well, make sure it's all... I mean, by rights the manual will say fit a new gasket, but hey, nobody ever does. Right, that'll work. Give the other half a bit of a clean. Probably clean it out of focus. Yes, there we go, look, that's better. Inspect the gasket. That's probably the original gasket from new. That gasket's 11 years old. Man, I'm terrible. But it wasn't leaking, so that's good. Okay, Harley, could you pass me the new filter, please, from the bench? Cheers. Right. That goes on there. And got to get that around now. Like that. There we go. Pop that in there. And then we can put some bolts back in. So first bolt, please. The first one's always the hardest because you've got to line it up. There you go. Where's your extension bar thing for?
Yeah.
There you go. So just finger tight. Don't do it too tight.
Okay.
Just until it just touches. Okay. I'll let you put the other two in. So the same for the other two, okay?
Okay.
I could watch you do this all day long.
That's funny. I'm sure you get bored of me eventually.
Oh, probably. Actually, I have to find out the torque setting, don't I?
Mm.
Did it go click? Yeah, there you go. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. That's it. Yep. So, because they're very, very, it's a very small amount of torque.
Okay.
So as soon as you feel that little click, it's not a lot. There you go. That's it.
Okay.
And then that one there, look. That's it. Take your time. That's it.
Yeah.
Cool. Good job. Right. What's left? Well, we've got the banjo bolt and those 3 copper washers we had down there. Now again, those should be replaced, but we don't have any. So all we're going to do is get these 2 pints back down. I'll give those unions a little bit of a clean because I don't want any dirt getting in there. That's 1. 2, and on the end of there, look. Right, so can you pass me one of those washers? Just pop it on there, look. It's not easy with gloves, is it?
No, it's hard.
I need to get you some smaller gloves. They're like quite tight on my hands, but they're really floppy on your hands, aren't they? Right, so we need one more now, another copper washer on there. Excellent, put the next pipe on. And the final copper washer. Super job. Okay. Now we've got to try and line that up. It's not easy because there's stuff in the way. Oh, glove. Right. Now we've got that 10mm socket we had. I'll stick that on there, and hopefully I can thread that up. Oh, look at that! Genius. First take.
You're amazing.
No, not really. Only sometimes. Okay, now we can't get in there with a torque wrench. Oh, maybe we can, actually. So let's find out what the torque setting is for that. Look, I cleaned it on my bike. It's great, isn't it? I mean, that should, I reckon, just... Oh, look at that. It does go on. Lock it off. Right, all yours. So again, be real delicate. Because if you overcook it and go too tight, it's a real problem.
Is it doing it?
No, you see the socket's going back up, so just go down with it, take it off, and then put it back on again further up. That's it, keep going. If I put my finger on the socket there, so you'll have to bring it down, take it off.
Oh, okay.
Because the ratchet's not working, because there you go, it's working now.
Okay.
There wasn't enough resistance for it. So listen for the click. Because it's only 15. There you go.
That's it, yeah.
That's it. Brilliant. Oh wow, we're almost there.
Woo!
So, cover time. Yes, I know we should clean it, but can't be bothered. Right, and that slides in there. It covers all that kind of stuff up. And we had 2 bolts, didn't we? I think it's those 2 there, look.
Okay.
They should pop into there. Now they're 8s, aren't they? So, you got your 8mm socket anyway? Or was that your 8mm? I think it was, wasn't it? There we are. Right. So we just got to start those threads off. It's really... See if I can start the first one for you. There you go, that's one. In actual fact, 10 tools are a really cool tool for this.
Yeah.
So rather than use the extension bar, you could even use that. No comments allowed on that, by the way.
Okay.
So do that one up just finger tight, and then
Okay.
pop the second bolt in. Is it going in? Has it started?
I think now it is.
Cool. Bloody good. What a professional.
You should pay me for this, Andy.
What was that comment?
I was just saying you should pay me for this.
But I'm giving you my knowledge. That's priceless, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so. Money's like not free though.
Good stuff. Okay, so we'll make sure that those are reasonably tight. I imagine the torque setting's probably about 10 newton meters of them in a 6mm, an M6, but hey, that'll do. Right. And we've got a brake lever to put back on, because if I don't have a brake lever, I'm going to crash, aren't I? Mm-hmm. Andy Mechanic's made a mistake. Not doing too well with brakes today, are we?
I thought this was a clap.
No.
No.
Ooh. It
My bad.
definitely doesn't work as a clutch. There we are, I think that's it. We're in now. I was going to say something really bad then, but I
What?
don't normally have a problem getting it in. You could guess that. Right, so you're bringing the worst out of me now.
Sorry, my bad.
Right, got a spring to stick back on there.
Yay!
Okay, so you've got that cover to put back on. That one there, and the 3 bolts are just there, look. And there's no torque setting, just don't over tighten them.
Okay. You need to get me like pink gloves or something cute.
Yeah. Okay. So it's going to be a regular occurrence, you reckon?
Maybe.
Cool.
Then can I use these?
So it was an 8, wasn't it? So where's that 8 gone? There's an 8. There's an 8. So probably be able to do them with just with your. Oh.
Oh no.
Oh, this is classic. That'll do for now. You get the other 2 put in, and then we'll put the ratchet on it. My bike is just filthy.
How tight do you want it? Not
Oh,
too tight?
yeah, I'll check them. It's all right.
Okay.
So just. Yeah. I think with KTM's, they tend to be quite fragile on the bolts.
Oh, okay.
They don't like being over tightened at all. I think you need to give it a good water blast. Give it some love. It just gets thrashed. That's what it gets.
The screw's like not going in.
You ever been on a bike?
Yeah, dirt bike.
A dirt bike?
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Straight to my heart there. Where was that? Was that Wood Hill or?
No,
somebody's farm, or?
like, yeah, my mate's farm.
Cool.
Oh, I can't seem to get this one on.
Okay, let's have a look. Well, I'll try and have a look. Can't really see from here. It's moved, that's why. That's all it was. It wasn't your fault at all.
It's never my fault.
That's what you tell the judges. It wasn't my fault, officer. I didn't cause the accident. I was just walking down the street. Okay, there you go. So you need a ratchet now. There you go. And pop your bar on there, and you can tweak them all up. Now I've got to find some oil.
Can't believe I'm doing this in high heels.
Well, no, hopefully, well, I said hopefully, I'll teach you to put the shoe on.
I found the cutest like overalls as well at Topshop that I was going to get for this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. You should do that.
I was going to see if I could find like pink ones, but I think it's better to say like denim.
Yeah, denim's sort of the girl next door look, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, it's time now to put some oil in the engine. Sorry, Harley, I just blocked your face there.
Okay.
Time for some oil. And like I said before, we're going to use fully synthetic 10W40 Yamalube. And it's quite a complex procedure getting the oil back in the engine as well. And the first job is we've got a bung to remove on the right hand side of the frame, and we've got to put 600 millilitres of oil down that hole. And there is the first problem. You're going to need something a little bit like this to get in there. Otherwise, it isn't going to happen. Right, let's pour out 600 millilitres and we'll see you back at the bike. Okay, so 600 millilitres is, well, you know that, isn't it? It's there, look.
Yep.
All right.
I feel like I'm pouring a beer.
I was just going to say, you actually would be fantastic at pouring pints. How are we looking? Yeah, right there?
Yeah.
Bloody hell, it's more accurate than I can do it. Brilliant. Okay, let's head over to the bike and give it some oil. So that's the bolt there we need to undo to get that 600 ml of oil in there. So they're usually a bit of a pain to get in, so I'm going to get your correct off for you. There you go. You want to finish that off for us? And I'll go and get the funnel. Bloody good. Right, super job. Now again, this has got a copper washer on it, so it really should get a new one, but not today. Right. Okay, one funnel. That goes in there, it hooks in.
I'm going to pour it in.
And then, very, very slowly, painfully in fact, you can pour the oil in. So it's going to take quite a while. Don't let it run up the funnel, just keep it down the bottom of the funnel.
Okay.
Sometimes you've got to give it a bit of air. That's cool. How we're looking, is it going down?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm just trying to do it really slowly.
Yeah, sort of a one-shot deal this.
Okay.
All gone?
Hold on.
Super. Give me my funnel back. Right, that's that bit done. Okay, so that's 600 millilitres of the fully synthetic oil into the frame. And now we can tighten that bung back up. Just finger tight for now, because I think we have to do a check on there later on. Yeah, so we'll just put it in finger tight for now. Okay, we need some more oil.
Okay.
Okay, so we did the 600 ml. Oh, here we go. Remove the dipstick cover and clutch cover on the clutch cover and fill with 1.3 litres. So we need 1.3 litres now, Harley. So that's a full jug and a bit, isn't it? So we'll have to do it in 2 steps.
Okay.
So you can fill that up to the 1 litre mark first. Cool. I don't remember any of this, it's been so long. Right, we've done a litre, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, so we're going to go over to the bike and put it in on the clutch cover side. There's a filler there.
Okay.
Super. Okay, so this is the filler on the clutch side, so we'll just crack that off. They're usually quite tight, so no pliers. And we're going to pour all of that oil in, and then we're going to go and get another 300 ml. So there you go, look. What a professional.
I'm doing it slowly again.
Yeah, don't let it overflow.
Okay.
Oh, you got oil on your back.
Oh no, where?
That's down there. How the hell is that? I wasn't kidding, was I?
It's all good. It's not as bad as I thought.
Good stuff. Right, we need some more. We can pour it here if you want. I'll get the jug. There you go.
So 300.
Yeah, another 300. Cool. Job done. You can
Just make me do all the work.
You can service all my bikes. This is great. I don't feel exhausted at all.
Okay.
Great stuff. So that's 1.3 in there and 600 the first. It's 1.9 litres all up we've used, isn't it?
Mhm.
And you can just stick the funnel in the jug.
Okay.
So all the dregs go straight in there. That's it. Perfect. Good job. Thank you. Master of oil changes and torque settings now. And front brake levers. Remember the last time you came? On that GN250? That was cool. Okay, so we've got the filler bung just down here, and we've got to start the engine up now, and Harley can do that. And once oil starts to come out of this hole, then we've got to turn the engine off and replace the bung. Okay, Harley, if you'd like to turn on the ignition key again, and remember the start button down here.
Yeah.
So press that. Now, this time we're not going to rev it, we're just going to let it run at idle.
Okay.
And we should start to see some oil coming out of this bung. And as soon as we do, I'll put the bung back in again. We'll stop the engine and we'll put the bung back in.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to start her up. Maybe we'll switch over. There you go. There we go. Perfect. So easy. In actual fact, the light from the camera made it a lot easier. I can see the oil coming up through the frame. Perfect. Right, one more thing to do. So we now need to start the engine again, warm it up to operating temperature, and then we can check the oil level on the sight glass on the left hand side of the engine. Now when the engine's cold like it is now, the oil level should be somewhere around or just above the lower line here. When the engine's up to operating temperature, it should be somewhere around the top. Now, this engine's not stone cold, so that's why I'm seeing it a little bit higher. So we'll warm it up and we'll see where we end up. And if it's below the top line when it's fully warm, then we'll add some more oil. It's always good to make sure there's plenty in there, especially with this engine because it does have a bit of a leak on that base gasket. Excellent. Okay, so we'll just wait for that oil to settle back down. The sump. Looks like I've got a bit to add actually. The engine's up to fully operating temperature now, which is good. So we're aiming for having that oil somewhere near that top line, maybe just a fraction above. At the moment, as you can see, we give the bike a bit of a wobble, pretty much down here. So we'll just add some more. Now it's important you add in the oil, just add it a little bit at a time. Now if you're wondering where Harley is, she's just popped out to powder her nose. She'll be back very shortly. Can't wait. Damn. Okay, that was pretty good to me. Right, job done. Right then, crew, that is... How am I supposed to do this with you sat there like that? That is how to do an oil change on a 2006 KTM 640 Lc4 Supamoto. And it's the same engine that's in the Enduro bikes and Dukes, I think, as well. They're all basically the same engine, those, the Lc4 engines. I hope you found the video helpful. I tried to include all the torque settings, and obviously Harley actually did the torque settings, which was great, very professional, and part numbers and the oil spec and all that kind of stuff. So basically you've got everything you need to know now how to do an oil change and to change both oil filters on your KTM. Good stuff. Okay, well, if you'd like to subscribe, click on the subscribe button in the top right, and you'll see a little gear icon turn up. Click on the gear icon and then you can tick the box to turn on notifications, and our friends down at YouTube will send you a video. Another one, they'll send you an email, in fact. It's so off-putting, this. They'll send you an email as and when I upload any new videos. Now you'll also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Google+, and Twitter. Feel free to communicate through any of those portals. However, I would prefer first point of contact will be through the YouTube comments, because hey, let's face it, that's where all the videos are. Okay, well, it's goodbye from me, and it's goodbye from
Harley.
There you go.
See you later, guys.
See you next time, crew. Cheers. Over and out. Now, if you would like to see more of Harley, she is a professional model, and you'll find her on Instagram under the name of, let me have a quick look for you. Paste, there we go, Sarah Jane Mitchell _. That's the profile there. Click on there, and you'll see all her modelling photos that she posts on Instagram. And believe me, this girl is going to go a long way. Much fun was had making this particular video for you. Enjoy.